Hey, this is Anney.
And Samantha.
And welcome to Stuff I Never Told You, a production of iHeartRadio.
And welcome to another happy hour in which I just rant. We will be back with more watching of Sex and the City, and we are still looking for our person,
Yes.
you, a listener, who would like to participate. You don't even have to have seen any Sex and the City, or you could be a rabid fan. And I say rabid in very loving terms, because I am probably considered, once upon a time, a rabid fan of Sex and the City. So either one, you just really need a computer and maybe some headphones and a connection to the internet. Because what we want to do is have you on, watch at the same time as us, and be a part of the conversation. So if you have any interest in that, please, 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 please let us know. And Anney, at the end of this, will tell you how you can do that.
Yes.
So stick around, one. But yes, today, though, I thought we would just easily jump back in with my own happy hour. And it's a yearly tradition around this time of year where I complain and try to hype myself up for the holidays.
It's true.
I'm doing it a little bit early, though.
I feel like you are, which is what is happening right now. The creep is real. Halloween hasn't even happened yet.
I know.
But it is, I think if you looked back comically to me, there would be an episode like this every year.
Yeah, there is. But there's a special reason, even though this is not like a live thing, and this could be like, you listen to this in 2030 and you're like, what was wrong with those people? Fair enough. Yeah. But essentially, I am doing my yearly ritual of trying to get into the spirit. Yes, I know Halloween is coming and I need to be prepared for that. I bought a headband that has the pumpkin top because I got the jack-o'-lantern shirt. So that's what I'm going to dress up as.
Just for yourself, correct?
Just for myself. No, Caroline's having a little pumpkin, like a Halloween party. I'm a tent like a normal person.
I wouldn't have judged you. I'm sitting here in a Halloween sweater right now.
Anney, why are you judging me so hard? Judging me
I would
so hard.
never. I would
so hard,
never.
y'all. I'm just kidding. No, but it is. It's coming around. I think the reason, and I know the reason why, is because actually this year, when we went to Seattle for my birthday, I did not have the panic of my birthday coming in and the dread because I was planning a trip and was really excited about the trip because we were going to Seattle for the first time. I've never gone. We were going to go to the beautiful Mount Rainier and it was gorgeous. And we were like staying at the foothills of it. So when my birthday came, we were actually in Seattle. Everything was new and unexpected and we had really good pasta. So I was really just happy to be there. Not really thinking about it as a birthday. Yet, of course I did because I still have that. I was like, oh my God, I'm turning a year older. Birthday, but being able to come to a new area, because you've never been, Anney. My partner had only been like once and he was really excited to get back. So all of those excitement, it was fun for all of us. So I feel like with that this year, I was like, I kind of want to do something Christmassy. We're trying to work it with our work as well, our job as well, and go to New York. So New York and Christmas is supposed to be phenomenal. We know the lights are beautiful. The trees are beautiful. There's actual winter. And again, here in Georgia, probably not. They're saying that the temperature is going to be higher than average. And I'm like, son of a biscuit. Last year was like 60 degrees. Now it's going to be 70? What? So I'm like, I'm gonna do something. Let's go. So my whole thing was like, let's go to New York during the most expensive time of the year. We're going to go stay in a shoebox hotel, essentially, because it is expensive. This is probably the only time I'm ever going to do this, unless I come into some like big amount of money that we can go all out or whatever, because I'm realizing how much debt this is going to put me in for such a short trip. But I want to experience Christmas. I'm really trying to get back into the spirit again. And I really do want to enjoy something that feels different. And maybe this will help me ease into the new year, ease into the holidays, because it's been really stressful. And I understand this is very privileged conversation, what we're saying. So please take that with a grain of salt for people who are like, there's so many things happening. There are a lot of things happening. A lot of us have gone through a lot of trauma. This year has been for my family when it comes to people's health. I have been told a lot of things that have happened. I know Anney has felt that as well. we know things are happening around the world. So with that, we understand this. But with anything else, we're trying to like raise our own spirits and do things that are new to us and adventurous to us with that. So I am in planning mode. Weirdly, I am not really type A and I'm not very organized. But when it comes to trips and my anxiety to trips, I plan ahead. I get very anxious and start planning for things, which I feel like was the success of Seattle. Like we did really, really well because I planned ahead, not for everything. Because I also know I get very overwhelmed as an introvert. So I have to have time to be like, I need to go sit down in my room for a couple hours, maybe take a nap. Who knows? Decompress. But with that, so what I am looking for, because I know a chunk of our listeners are actually from New York, or it was from New York once upon a time, and like people who love New York, who love going to New York, trying to get some recommendations. If y'all have some recommendations, what we are looking for specifically, so send this in. We want Italian restaurant. When you go to New York, you need to eat some Italian food, right? Like if you're not going to Italy, New York's the next best thing. Am I right? Am I right? People are going to yell at me. We're also wanting to do something Christmassy. So suggest whatever you say. Because again, I want to enjoy Christmas time in New York, all the things. If you have any like tricks or free things that you know about, let us know. Because we want to enter that way. Of course, we want to do touristy stuff, but not too touristy. Annie, how many times have you gone to New York?
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
A lot. And I've been there at Christmas. You're going to have to do Rockefeller Plaza. And I know people who live there are like rolling your eyes, and that is completely fair. But you're during Christmas.
If
you're going for Christmassy stuff, you're going to have to do it.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
And I want to. So we're talking about doing that. I don't necessarily want to skate, but I'd love to go and see other people skate and drink my hot chocolate. That's the dream for me. I want to do all of these things. I'm trying again every year. We'll come back and report at the end of this trip and see how I feel about this, to do something new. And I think a lot of this, with all the trauma and with all the things that are happening, I've realized the one thing that I've never regretted is going on a trip. You know, I skipped my college graduation to go to Italy, and to Europe for a little while. Going to see my friends in London, going to see my friends in Seattle when we went to New York for my birthday. I went to New Orleans. We did a road trip to New Orleans. Like, I love that. So those are the things that I really, really do enjoy, especially with people that I love. So Anney, my partner, and anybody else who wants to join us. I'm just kidding. But like being able to do that, we were already looking to schedule some time with our contributor, Joey, who I got to meet last year when I went to New York. I'm excited, hoping that we get to see a friend of the show / friend of the book writing process, Janie, like trying to get those things like that really excites me. So doing things like that, I have felt like has really brought out joy for me. And I want to do that again. Of course, yes, I picked the most expensive time of the year, and I should have known better, but at the same time, I do want to go around this time of year.
Yeah.
I just won't be going anywhere else for a long, long time.
There's this cheap destination close by you could probably do.
True. Again, for like 5 years, all we did was go down to see my partner's father in Florida because they lived close to the beach. So they're like, yeah, that's all we did.
Yeah.
So, trying to take advantage of this as we can. Making good trips. I don't know. If any of y'all in New York want to hang out, let us know. Maybe I've sent you a signal early enough that maybe a few of us can go get some drinks or hang out.
That is one of the reasons this is coming out so early, by the way.
Yes. Like, we're not necessarily doing a tour, we're not doing any of that. But if you have some time and you would love to hang out with us, we'll be there at the beginning of December. Send us an email, send us a quick message, and maybe we can plan around and have some hangout times in New York and talk about how you're doing. And also take your recommendations. But yes, that's why I'm coming early. I think also, because our schedule has been so cram-packed and we've been hit with so many surprises, I'm kind of worried about what the next 3 months are going to look like, especially with the upcoming election.
Yep.
So anyway, just sending everybody some love, first and foremost, because it is a really stressful time of the year. We know this. Sending those who have children some love, because we know that y'all are wrapping up to be like the big break, and that can cause a lot of stress as well. Sending all love for anyone and everyone who are going through crisis right now, because we know it feels like during the holidays it's worse. Like the number of traumatic crisis that occurs just leaps in, like, I don't know, so much. So for y'all going through that, please know we are thinking of you. It is a hard time. And as seasons approach, as this very tight schedule approaches, meaning all the holidays, we're here. Let us know how you're doing. Let us know what can help, like what we can talk about, maybe some subjects that may alleviate and distract you, because we need that too.
Yep.
Listen to our soup episode.
It's wonderful, wonderful. Delicious. Yes. You can send any suggestions, any thoughts about where we should go, any ideas about maybe we could meet up, or topics you would like to hear to us. Oh, and yes, if you want to enter the Sex and the City viewing, again, it's really easy. Christina makes it amazing. You just have to show up and watch it with us and talk about it with us. I will say often the topics get a little, I won't say risque, but sometimes risque.
Sex and the City. And it is unedited. It is not your CW.
The Sex and the City is, but the episode will be edited. So,
well, we're watching, I mean.
I would guess if you're entering, you know that, but just to make sure, you can send all of those things to a number of places. You can email us at stephaniemomstuff@iheartmedia.com. You can find us on Twitter at momstuffpodcast, or on Instagram and TikTok at Stuff I Never Told You. We have a TeePublic store, and we have a book you can get wherever you get your books. Thanks as always to our super producer, Christina, our executive producer, Maya, and our contributor, Joey.
Thank you. See you soon.
See you soon. That sounds so menacing, but it's not. And thanks to you for listening. Stuff I Never Told You is a production of iHeartRadio. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, you can check out the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.